Why would someone smile while people are about to die? I was on our 8th grade graduation cruise trip when the poolside concert started. The winds had been picking up for the last hour, sending napkins and plastic cups flying across the deck, while the clouds above us turned from gray to an angry black that made afternoon look like evening. Everyone was watching the small band perform when Mr. Grande, our teacher who used to be in the Navy, stood up and headed toward the stage. "We need to clear this deck immediately. There's severe weather coming in." The cruise director, Miss Medina, stepped in front of him with her clipboard. "Oh please, it's just a bit of wind. Are you really this paranoid about some clouds? Sit down before you embarrass yourself." Mr. Grande pointed at the horizon. "Ma'am, I spent 20 years at sea. That's not just wind. That's a dangerous storm system." Miss Medina laughed into her microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen, apparently one of our guests thinks he knows better than our state-of-the-art weather equipment. Please remain seated. Anyone who leaves will be removed from tomorrow's activities and reported to ship security for creating a disturbance. Return to your seat, sir, or I'll have you detained." The wind kept getting stronger. It wasn't dying down like normal gusts. Most people stayed in their seats because Miss Medina kept insisting it was fine, but something felt really wrong. The band was struggling to keep playing. Their music stands kept falling over, and the drummer had to hold down his equipment. Pool water was sloshing in these weird, violent patterns I'd never seen before. Then I noticed it. The ship was starting to lean. Not the gentle rock you usually feel, but deep, slow tilts that made your stomach flip. I pulled out my phone and checked the weather radar. A massive red and purple blob was heading straight for us. I showed it to my friend Emma. Her eyes went wide. She showed the kids around us, and soon half our class was looking at weather alerts on their phones. "Miss Medina," Emma called out. "The weather service issued a severe maritime warning. We need to go inside." Miss Medina rolled her eyes. "Put those phones away. You children will believe anything you read online. This is barely a drizzle. Anyone who moves from their seat gets their cruise privileges revoked." The decorative banners were now horizontal in the wind. Deck chairs were sliding across the floor. Through the glass doors, I could see crew members inside running down hallways, but Miss Medina kept the band playing. She stood at her podium like nothing was happening, actually smiling while the sky turned black as night. That's when Mr. Grande had enough. He walked straight onto the stage. "Everyone needs to leave now. You're creating unnecessary panic," Miss Medina shouted, then grabbed her radio. "Security! I need someone at the pool deck immediately." But Mr. Grande grabbed the microphone from the lead singer. "Listen to me, former Naval Officer Grande. We have minutes before the storm hits with dangerous force. Everyone inside immediately. Parents, carry small children. Use all doors. Move now." And that's when everyone snapped into action. Parents grabbed their kids and ran. Teenagers helped elderly passengers. Our whole class jumped up and rushed for the doors. Miss Medina ran to the main entrance and actually tried to lock it with her master key. "Nobody leaves! You're all overreacting! This is mutiny!" She was screaming at families with small children. "You're ruining everything." But people pushed past her. Someone's dad actually had to pry her hands off the door handle. We ran through the corridors. The ship was tilting so badly now that we had to hold the railings to walk straight. Other passengers from different deck areas were already sheltering in place. We were literally the last group outside. We made it to the interior ballroom where hundreds of people were crammed together. Mr. Grande was doing a head count when the emergency announcement finally played. "All passengers, this is the captain. Brace for severe wave impact. Stay away from windows." Through the ballroom's windows, we could see the pool deck we'd just escaped. Miss Medina was still out there. She'd gone back to her podium, gripping it with both hands, refusing to abandon her post. Then we saw the wave. It rose up beside the ship like a building, maybe 30 feet high. Everyone screamed. The wave demolished everything. The entire stage exploded into pieces. Deck chairs flew through the air like paper. The pool's water erupted upward in a massive geyser. When the water cleared, Miss Medina was on the ground, unconscious, tangled in the destroyed staging equipment with a bloody gash on her head. The medical team couldn't even reach her for 15 minutes because more waves kept hitting. They finally got her on a stretcher with oxygen. She had a severe concussion, hypothermia, and a punctured lung from debris. The captain's investigation revealed she'd ignored 9 emergency weather warnings and disabled the storm alert in her venue area. When they asked why, she kept rambling about maintaining her perfect 15-year record of never canceling an event. She was fired immediately, banned from the cruise industry for life, and charged with reckless endangerment of 500 passengers. Mr. Grande got a commendation from the Coast Guard and free cruises for life.